Hey, aloha and mahalo. Happy Sunday to everybody. Um, it's kind of a rainy day today, which I don't mind. It's a Sunday, so we're resting. There's really not much to do, just resting up today. After that fun yesterday with our Rematau Ohana, everyone, that showed up yesterday was fun, a lot of laughter, a lot of love, um, you know, a lot of vibes. I mean, very awesome vibes. We have the food committee, we have the wood committee, we have the farming gardening committee, we have the tree planting committee. And it was all fun. It was fun all around. Um, a lot of mahalos to our Reymatel family, um, especially Brother Francis, for driving all the way from Kona. That's 2 hours of driving, and then he brought us beautiful coconut trees, or I call them tuba trees. Um, and so him and his family, came all the way from Kona, along with our elder, Mr. Raymond. That was awesome to see him as well. And our brother Jeremy came all the way from Lipahoihoe, if I pronounce it correctly. I apologize if that's Lapahoihoe, I think. Lapahoihoe. It's a far driving. So mahalos for driving long distance just to, come and hang out. Um, yeah, many thanks to our Nemin. Nemin, sacrificing herself yesterday so we can have a good meal. We cook it the way we name it, our know-how. We cook the blood, uh, with the intestine, and it was just awesome. There was tons of food to go around. Um, yeah, it was just all around a fun day. Yeah, and our hope is to continue on that, um, on yesterday's success, and um, you know um, continue to do our community projects um, here on the Hilo side, and then obviously helping out our siblings with the Kona chapter, and then our overall Remita. Um, you know, Yesterday was just a Hilo people, and our brother Francis came from Kona, and our elder Raymond. But yeah, we have Hayden and Kyle and Jaylino and Gilbert, and who else was there? Julian and the family. Um, Halor and Inessa, and brother Nolan was there, and Jay Square, Scott, Betsy Square, Mau Mau. Our nephew Mau Mau flew in from Wahoo. Yeah, I forgot our nephew Mau Mau. Yeah, he flew in so he can watch the community um, project that we did yesterday, which was fantastic, and to get him out of the city life and come to the countryside of things. And yeah, so it was all around a success. We're very happy if, everyone enjoyed themselves, and there was a lot of food to go around, so that was awesome. I'm here under my newly constructed garage, and then let me show you how islanders do stuff, because yesterday we have the construction committee as well. They're really good in creating stuff. So they did some new stuff yesterday, which was fantastic to see. So here they built a bench. Yeah. Now they built this table. It's supposed to be a table, but I'm using it as my bed today. Okay. It's nice out here. So this is the table that they were using yesterday. Let me just show you some stuff that they did. It was awesome. Yeah. Let me show you another bench that they constructed yesterday. Right there. See? So Nolan, Che, Julian, and those guys. Yeah. Such a beautiful bench right there. Yeah. And then obviously there's two benches here under that I'm using one of them for my bed. And this is a Washingtonian that visited us. Yeah. She came out of the city life, And so there is the bench that those boys built. And they also built something. Let me go show you. It's kind of rain, but let me show you that thing that they built yesterday, which was kind of fantastic. I guess, yeah, see? This is to dry out the wood, make them really nice and organized, and yeah. And then they also built that bench over there. So we got a bench right there. So we're gonna bring all the benches and put them under that the garage. And they were able to bring the mulch over to the fertilizer pond. So the fertilizer pond is filled with mulch. And then they picked up all the wood that was cut down by our other Ohana family group, our Hilo, Lukunots, Ohana. Yeah, they did a fantastic job themselves, and then now the Remita guys came in and just bring all the extra wood, and then they also skinned them yesterday. So that was really a good community. But that's the second. Yeah, that is the second community project that happened on our ranch, and that's how we support our communities here. The very first one was our Lukunots families from Pohnpei, from Hilo Ohana. They all came up here. I wasn't here, unfortunately, because I was in the States. But this time I was here with the Remetal project. So yeah, both groups, I really want to bring them out, bring them back out here for more community projects. Every time we bring them out here, we pay them money for their organization. And we're part of both groups. So yeah, we would like to help as much as we can. Thanks to these Seattleites, you know. Yeah. And she was here yesterday, so that was good. Let's see. Okay, so I guess that was that. Thank you so much to our Lukunots family and our Remta family for those two projects that we did. They're both very successful, and so yeah. So here is a question that was posed by one of my viewers, followers, Ted T. Chan, if I'm correct. He was asking me if it would be cheaper to bring in supplies such as solar, battery, solar panels, solar system basically. So the inverter and battery and panels and the wiring and all that stuff, and also like wood, like the lumber and cars and trucks and whatnot, right? I actually faced the same dilemma when we were planning on, or actually after we bought the land here. because we were thinking. So I was actually calling the what do you call it? The shipping companies. In fact, I called them and I get codes from them. So one of them sent me a code for 22,000 for a 40-foot container. So to me, I was thinking, okay, $22,000. That's we can buy a container, fill it up with 2x4s, 2x6s, plywoods, and all the appliances that we need, and blah blah blah. I was thinking all that, and I was just listing them up. I made a list, and yeah, and then we came over here. We flew here, and we went to Kona, and we were walking down the street, and I met this old gentleman. He was waiting at the, so he was a usher, or yeah, somebody that a volunteer to do work for a museum down in Kona. And so I approached him and say, sir, I asked him about the museum, and then he said, oh, it's closed. Yeah, so unfortunately, it's not open to the public. So me and him kind of, start a conversation, an awesome one. He asked me, oh, where are you from? And I said, I came from Seattle. And then he said, oh, yeah, I'm from Seattle, too. And I was like, what? Oh, nice. And then he was like, I worked for Boeing. I'm a retired Boeing employee. I used to work in Everett. And I was like, wow, that's nice. That's nice. It's, thank God, I'm able to meet you so we can talk about things, because I am thinking of coming here, and these are the things I wanted to do. And man, the very first thing you told me is like, okay, let me tell you something. Do not, so this is important. He was like, do not try to compete with the big box stores. Yeah. He told me his experience, what he did exactly what I was planning to do, was like buying a container, and he actually did it himself when he realized it's the worst decision he made. Yeah, so he basically filled up a container and shipped them to Hilo, and then, they truck it to Kona, where he lives. So he advised me, do not do what I did. Do not try to compete with the big box store and bring in your supplies from the mainland. You're not gonna save money, and you're gonna actually cost you more to do that. And me, I was puzzled. Yeah, I was puzzled. But then he explained it. He said, this humongous box store like Home Depot and Lowe's, they ship in bulks. They ship hundreds, thousands of containers. So they basically ship them for free, or almost free. Yeah, you're gonna pay $22,000 just to ship one container. If you use that $22,000 to come and use to buy your supplies here, you're gonna get more out of that amount of money instead of spending it on just one container. So, thank you, gentlemen. I know he gave me his name and everything, but me, man, I'm not good with names. I memorized everything he said, like I'm explaining it, but I didn't get his name. And he was a gentleman. Yeah, I was so happy I talked to him, because he changed my mind. So yes, please, Dad, do not compete with these humongous big box stores. Yeah. On the other hand, when it comes to solar, I actually called and was going to order batteries and stuff to send them here. But I was just doing battery at first, and then the guy said, okay, on top of the cost of the battery, which was $1,200, you're gonna pay $775, I believe, for shipping. So I was like, So I said, okay, that's fine. I will do the order when I come back from Hilo. So I will fly in and, and then I will buy my stuff because we still need to clear up the area and stuff. And then when I came here, I happened to go on Facebook Marketplace and I found several guys that were selling batteries, they were selling inverters, they were selling panels for the same exact price like they did in the in the US, in the States. And so, and these guys, they're already here. Their supplies are here. They bring in supplies here. And they don't charge extra for shipping. But me, if I ship the batteries, it's going to cost me $775 more. So that was a good thing I found these guys. And it's a good thing I look on Marketplace because I found some really good deals. And so that's how I ended up now except for one inverter that I bought when I was in the mainland. Everything that I'm using in my house now, I bought it in the mainland. Oh, sorry, I bought it here. Blah, blah, blah. I bought them here. Okay, and when it comes to trucks and cars and stuff, I think it's still cheaper to buy in the mainland or in the States and then ship them here. I know they cost a little bit more. The last time I sent mine, it was $2,000 and I used Matson and I had to drive all the way down to Oakland, California. So I went to Oakland. So I drove from Seattle down to Oakland and then flew from Oakland back to Seattle just to send my truck. And it cost me $2,000 to send, and then it cost me for fuel to drive it down, cost me for flight to go back up. And so, and still, I think it's still cheaper you can still find cheaper, if you buy in the States and then ship it into Hawaii. What else? Yeah, cars. For lumber and supplies, I think you cannot really compete with the big box stores. You cannot compete with Home Depot. You cannot compete with Lowe's. Yeah, they're just another fascinating thing that I found was there are certainly things that are cheaper here than in the States, and that's kind of surprising to me. For example, Gatorade. I found Gatorade here is like $8, $7. In the States, or at least in Seattle, it was $9, $10, $12 for a 6-pack. Oh my god. And then Costco prices. Costco prices, some things are pretty much the same. Meat, I think is pretty much the same. Seattle and Kona. Sometimes there probably are some fluctuations, but I noticed we used to buy meat from the States, and we flew in, we brought in coolers and stuff, and then we went down to Kona and we realized that the packages are the same and the prices are the same. So I don't know, they may change up things a little bit, but I don't know. Why we don't have Costco here on the Hilo side, I don't know. I wish we do. I wish Alaska have a direct flight from Seattle to Hilo instead of going to Kona or Honolulu, and then we fly here, But anyways, nice Sunday. It's raining, which is nice because it's much cooler up here. I like it that way, So, all right. So much mahalos to you guys. Please share my videos. We're getting more and more subscribers, so that is awesome to see. More of you are commenting on the videos, and I really do appreciate you guys. Some folks reach out to me through email, which I'm not sure what to make of it, but I'm still learning this thing. So alrighty. If you're in the States and you want to buy land here on the island in Puna district, I think Puna is probably the cheapest place to go buy land now. It's much more expensive than, let's say, 5 years ago, but it's still affordable. Um, and the roads are getting better, and so everything is getting better here. So do not wait around to buy your land. Come on out and buy your land before the lands here are not affordable anymore. So you want to, if you want a piece of paradise, Pune district is still open. Still the good place. Make sure you understand the volcanic zones. Here in Eden Roc, it's zone 3. Zone 3. So Eden Roc is zone 3. Okay, better than other places. For example, Ocean View. Ocean View is zone 1, I believe. Don't take my word for it. Go do your research. I know other places, Lower Puna maybe is zone 1. Pahoa, mostly zone 2 and 1. So do your research, guys. Do your research. What that means is there's a higher chance of, when you're in the lower numbers, there's a higher chance of volcanic lava coming out of the tubes in your spot. And so it's also affecting insurance and stuff. So the lower is the number, the higher the insurance, or no insurance at all. So make sure you talk to your realtor and they understand these volcanic zones, okay? Alrighty, and it's Sunday, and as Mayor Alameda always say, double shaka. Well, it's cinco shaka for me because, my left hand is holding this thing for the camera. Alrighty, so now you take care, stay blessed, say aloha, and mahalo.